Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm doing another redraft in my redraft series. Today I am redrafting the 2017 NHL draft. This one wasn't as hard as the 2018 and 2019 draft, but it was still pretty tough because a lot of these players are still very young and they still have a lot of time to prove people wrong. So before we hop in the video today, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 600 subscribers, so thank you guys for all the recent support. It's very appreciated. Now let's hop into the top 20 pick. At pick number 20, I couldn't leave this guy out of the top 20. I had the Blues now selecting Elias Anderson, who was originally selected number 7 by the New York Rangers. Anderson has been struggling so far in his career, going back and forth from NHL, AHL, and the SHL, trying to improve his game. He's currently in the SHL where he put up 12 points in 15 games played. In the NHL this year, he only had 1 point in 17 games played, so hopefully Anderson can find a way to remain in the NHL and improve his game. At number 19, I have one of the big writers in my video. I have the Sharks now selecting Emil Bemstrom, who was originally selected way back at pick 117 by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Bemstrom had a solid first year in the NHL, putting up 20 points in 56 games played, and in the SHL, put up 35 points in 47 games played last season. Pretty solid numbers for an NHL forward. Emil Bemstrom could be a steal draft, and we'll see how he plays next season. At number 18, I have Boston now selecting Maxime Comtois, who was originally selected at number 50 by the Anaheim Ducks, so another big riser. Maxime Comtois is a solid player who's had some ups and downs in his career so far. People who live in Canada will understand. Even with some issues though, he's a great player who I hope has a good career. Comtois split his season with the NHL and AHL. He put up 11 points in 29 games played this season in the NHL, which isn't terrible, and he put up 24 points in 31 games played in the AHL, which isn't too bad. I think Comtois will have a shot at a full season next season with Anaheim. At number 17, I have the Leafs now selecting Henry Jokiharju, who was originally selected number 29 by the Chicago Blackhawks. Jokiharju has had a solid career so far with Chicago and his current team, the Buffalo Sabres. He put up 15 points this season in 69 games played with Buffalo, and with a -6, which is pretty good despite the season Buffalo had. And last season he put up 12 points in 30 games played. Jokiharju is a good two-way defenseman who should remain in the NHL for his career. At number 16, I have a guy I wanted to put higher. I have Calgary now selecting Morgan Frost, who was recently selected number 27 by the Flyers, so another riser in this draft. Frost played sometime in the NHL this season for the Flyers, where he put up 7 points in 20 games played. And in the AHL, he was solid with 29 points in 41 games played. Frost also put up back-to-back 100-point plus seasons in the OHL in 2017 and 2018, which is monstrous numbers, so I'm very excited to see how Frost's career will turn out. At number 15, I have Vegas now selecting Philip Chytil, who was originally selected number 21 by the New York Rangers. Chytil is a solid forward who has put up back-to-back 23-point seasons for the Rangers. Downside is that he only put up 46 points in 135 games played. I think with more ice time, Chytil can produce a bit more, so hopefully the Rangers give him more chances to show what he's got. At number 14, I have Tampa Bay now selecting Drake Batherson, who was originally selected way back at 121 by the Ottawa Senators. And wow, did they get a steal of a player in Batherson. At the age of 22, Batherson still isn't a full-time NHLer, but in back-to-back seasons in the AHL and NHL. This year in the NHL, he put up 10 points in 23 games played, which isn't bad, but Ottawa wanted him to have more time in the AHL because Ottawa is a struggling team. And then the AHL, Batherson was great with 54 points in 44 games played. I really do think Batherson will be in the NHL full-time next season. At number 13, I have Vegas now selecting Gabriel Vilardi, who was originally selected number 11 by the LA Kings. Vilardi is a solid prospect who hasn't got much of a chance to play in the NHL yet due to injuries, but in the 10 NHL games he played so far, he put up 3 goals and 4 assists, which is a hot start. He also put up 25 points in 32 games played in the AHL. Hopefully Vilardi can start next season with the LA Kings fully healthy to see if he can keep up that pace. At number 12, I have Carolina now selecting highly talented defenseman Erik Brannstrom, who was originally selected number 15 by Vegas, but now he's a part of the Ottawa Senators. Brannstrom put the season this year in the AHL and the NHL. He put up 4 points in 31 games played this season on a struggling Sens team. Then in the AHL, he did way better, putting up 23 points in 27 games played. Once Ottawa's young team fully develops, Brannstrom's point production will be way better. At number 11, I have LA now selecting Casey Middlestat, who was originally selected number 8 by the Buffalo Sabres. Instead of playing a full season last year with the Sabres, he's put this season in the AHL and the NHL. In the NHL, he is struggling, put up only 9 points in 31 games played. And in the AHL, he put up 25 points in 36 games played. So Middlestat is having a meh career so far, but I still think he has a lot of time to show people what he's got. At number 10, I have Florida now selecting Cody Glass, who was recently selected number 6 by the Vegas Golden Knights. Glass had an okay rookie season, putting up 12 points in 39 games played. In the previous season in the WHL before the NHL, Glass had 102 points in 68 games played in 2017 and 69 points in 30 games played in 2018. So Glass should be a full-time NHL next season, and I do expect him to have a breakout season with around 40 to 50 points. At number 9, I have a dropper here where Detroit now selects Nolan Patrick, who was originally selected number 2 by the Flyers. Right now, a lot of people are calling Patrick a bust, but I still think it's too early to tell. Patrick is dealing with a lot of bad injuries right now with migraines, so not a good injury to have for an NHL player. He has not played any kind of NHL game or AHL game or whatever this season because of his injuries. Taking a look back at last year's stats, Patrick put up 31 points in 72 games played, and he also put up 32 points in his rookie season. Hopefully Patrick comes back from his injury soon to maybe prove everybody wrong. At number 8, I have Buffalo now selecting Kailer Yamamoto, who was originally selected number 22 by the Edmonton Oilers. Yamamoto impressed everyone this season coming into the NHL and putting up great numbers before his unfortunate injury. He was almost point per game with 26 points in 27 games played. Yamamoto struggled to beat NHL in 2017 and 2018, but after this short season with the Oilers, Yamamoto will definitely play a full season with the Oilers next season if he remains healthy. At number 7, I have the Rangers selecting Martin Necas, who was recently selected number 12 by the Carolina Hurricanes. After playing only 7 games in 2018, the Hurricanes took only 2 points. Necas came into 2019 and 2020 and had a massive improvement, putting up 36 points in 64 games played. Necas was very impressive this season, and I expect him to have an even more of a breakout season next season. At number 6, I have Vegas with another pick, basically reselecting Nick Suzuki, who they originally selected number 13 in the draft, but then was traded to Montreal in 2018, and I'm so happy Montreal got Nick Suzuki. He's one of my favorite players, and he's one of the best rookies this season with Montreal. If Montreal had a better season, Suzuki could have definitely been a nominee for the Calder, but he just came up short. Suzuki put up 41 points in 31 games played this year, which is very good for a player. He put up 94 points in 59 games played in the OHL last season, and he won playoff MVP in the OHL as well, so Suzuki has a great career ahead of him.
At number 5,
I have Vancouver now selecting Robert Thomas, who was originally selected number 20 by the St. Louis Blues. Thomas already had a solid career so far with his Stanley Cup reign on his record, and he's really been improving over the years. He had an amazing season this year with 42 points in 66 games played. Thomas should be a 50 to 60 point player every season, and hopefully he can have a couple of breakout seasons. Moving on to number 4, I have Colorado now selecting the original first overall pick in Nico Hischier. Hischier has had a solid career so far, but I just can't keep him at number 1, mainly because every player above him has proved to be that they're better at the moment, but this can easily change. Hischier has played the most NHL games of anyone so far in this draft. He put up 36 points in 58 games played with the Devils this season, and 135 points in 209 career games. If New Jersey can get back to the playoffs, you can definitely see some bigger seasons of Hischier. At number 3, I have the only team reselecting a player with the Stars reselecting the defenseman Miro Heiskanen. Amazing start to his career with the Stars with 35 points in 60 games played this season and 33 points in a full 82 games season in the 2018 season. Heiskanen is a capable defenseman of having a monstrous season where he can put up 60 to 70 points. I think he definitely will at some point in his career. He's just that good. At number 2, I think you saw this coming. I had the Flyers now selecting the best defenseman at the moment in this draft in Cale Makar, who was originally selected number 4 by the Avalanche. And wow, I'm so impressed with the season he had. 50 points in 57 games played for his first NHL season. What a way to start his career. And now he might even win a Calder in his first season. Makar looks like he's going to be one of the top defensemen in the draft and in the league in the years to come. And at number 1, it was very easy. I had Devils now selecting Elias Pettersson, who was originally selected number 5 by the Canucks. Pettersson is easily the most impressive player of this draft so far, almost point per game so far in his career, and he got 27 goals and 39 assists for 66 points in 60 games played this season, and he put up 66 points also last season in 71 games played. Seeing how he is so far, Harrison's going to have a very good career with the Canucks. And that will do it for another redraft. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know if I missed anyone on my list, and let me know if you agree with my choices. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more videos on the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.